Okay, so if you remember yesterday, we just talked about complex sentences with subordinating conjunctions, which we did learn last week. So it's kind of a recap of last week. And then we talked about independent and dependent sentences. Remember, dependent is all of you children. So I said the child part of the sentence where you need the other part. Independent are adults. They can take care of themselves. So the adult part is the part that could be a sentence. Oh, wait, I need to scroll down. The adult part is the sentence that could be all on its own. Like George went to the store. Guess what? That makes perfect sense by itself. That could be a sentence all on its own. After he heard about the hurricanes. Well, what about after he heard about the hurricanes? That part is dependent on the other part. Okay, so that is what we learned yesterday. Hopefully you did page 1 of your grammar homework because that's what I told you to do. Obviously, grammar is all due on Thursday like always, but hopefully you did that little bit of part. So now we're going to learn about correlative conjunctions. Evan, stop making random noises. Put that away. Put your dry erase board eraser away. You don't need it. Everyone in class, all you need right now is your lovely self, okay? That's all you need. So, some conjunctions work in pairs. Pair would be 2, okay? So we know a pair is 2. So we're going to learn about correlative conjunctions, which work in pairs. They connect 2 words, phrases, or clauses that are parallel or have the same function in the sentence. Correlative conjunctions include both and, so those work together. Either or work together. Neither nor work together. Not only, but also work together. And whether or also work together. So here are 2 examples, okay? So, neither the crew nor the rescuers knew what to do. So here's neither and here's nor. Neither the crew or the rescuers knew what to do. And here's another set. Either the rescuers will throw the line or they will swim to the boat. So they work in a pair. So there's somewhere in the sentence, the pair of them, okay? So now we're going to throw in some lovely ones. So suggest the correlative conjunctions that correctly complete the sentence. So I have blank tourists, blank residents were allowed on the beach during the storm. So what might fit there? Blank tourists, blank residents. Would it be both residents and tourists? Would it be neither residents or tourists? Or wait, I'm saying that backwards. Would it be both tourists and residents? Would it be neither tourists or residents? Would it be neither tourist nor residents? Not only, but also whether or. What do we think? Ava, what do you think, ma'am?
Only and.
Okay, only is not an option. It's not only, but also, okay? These are our options. Both / and, either or. So it's one of those 2, Ava.
Both and.
Okay, so that would be both tourists and residents were allowed on the beach during the storm. So that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because who's going on the beach when there's a storm? So if I was doing this, I would say neither, or wait, it would be neither nor, not either or. So it'd be neither tourists nor residents were allowed on the beach during the storm. So either of those technically would fit, neither or. Goodness, sorry, scrolling's hard. Would it both an and fit and neither an or, but you have to think about the sentence, and most people, like, we shouldn't be allowed on a beach during a storm because, lightning could strike you, so it's not going to be that one, okay? So it's going to be neither tourist nor resident, saying no one could be allowed on the beach, okay? Next one. Lifeguards rescued blank the boy blank, wait, oh my goodness, these are hard to read. The lifeguard rescued blank the boy, blank the rest of the swimmers. The lifeguard rescued both the boy and the rest of the swimmers. The lifeguard rescued either the boy or the rest of the swimmers. The lifeguard rescued neither the boy nor the rest of the swimmers. The lifeguard rescued not only the boy, but also the rest of the swimmers. Or the lifeguard rescued whether the boy or the rest of the swimmers. Anyone? I think there's one that fits really good. if Mrs. Kneifel was writing this sentence, I would say the lifeguard rescued not only the boy, but the rest of the swimmers. But also the rest of the swimmers. That's what I would say. So not only the boy, but also the rest of the swimmers, okay? So there, it's just for correlative conjunction, you just have to fit in each one and see which one is the best. I don't want to do the rest of those because we're going to do some examples on our homework anyways. So we're going to review complex sentences. A complex sentence is made up of two clauses joined by subordinating conjunctions, such as because. The parts of the sentence containing subordinating conjunction tells about the other part and cannot stand on its own. So remember, the part that can stand on its own is the independent. It's a human, or it's not a human, it's an adult. It can stand on its own. The part that cannot stand on the own is the dependent, and it is like the child part. Then because is our subordinating conjunction. Remember, the dependent clause is always with our subordinating conjunction. So it's sort of easier to find the dependent if you find the subordinating conjunction first. That's Mrs. Kneifel's recommendation. Find the subordinating conjunction. Then, is this the page I wanted? No. And then you find the dependent, and then the other half would be the independent. I'm going to find our grammar homework, and we're going to do a few together. Where's our grammar homework? Here's one. All right, I'm going to share this screen. Marissa, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop it. Okay, we're not poking our camera. So yesterday we did 2 of the first part. We did 1 of the bottom. You only had 3 left. I told you it would probably be a good idea to do all those parts, right? Right. That's what I said. Anyways, let's move on. And correlative conjunctions. Remember, always work in pairs. And then here's all the examples of the ones that work in pairs. So highlight the correlative conjunctions. Neither the museum nor the historian could find more than one picture of the sailors. Okay, so I have to go up here and see, neither nor. So I'm going to highlight the word neither, and I'm going to highlight the word nor. That's all you have to do, and guess what? You got 1 more of those. All right. Next, use the correlative conjunction in parentheses to join the 2 sentences. Type the new sentence under the old. So, Nathan would become a sailor depending on the outcome of his training. He would become a doctor depending on the outcome of his training. So, how would I rewrite this? It would be, I spelled weather wrong though. Whether Nathan became a sailor or a doctor would depend on the outcome of his training. Okay, so I combine 2 long sentences into 1 sentence using whether Nathan became a sailor or a doctor would depend on the outcome of his training. Okay, so that's how you would write that one. The next one, rescues were often long. And rescues were often long. They were often dangerous. So I would say rescues were both often long and dangerous. Spelled dangerous wrong. Okay, so it literally gives you this correlative conjunction it wants you to use. It's so nice. It gives it to you, and you just have to retype the sentence. And your new sentence goes underneath the old sentence. Look, you only have 1 left of those because Mrs. Kneifel's so nice. And the next one, you are just reviewing what we've already done. So you have to highlight the subordinating conjunction in each sentence. So number 1, Dave found a book about women patriots while he was researching the Boston Tea Party. We know while is a subordinating conjunction, so all you have to do is highlight it. The next part, all you have to do is underline the dependent clause and underline the independent and highlight the dependent. You guys can do that because you already did it at the top. And then the last page is the same as always. You read the paragraph and see which ones fit best by highlighting the correct answer. Are there any questions over your grammar for this week? We will not, I repeat, not have a live grammar tomorrow, okay? Instead, tomorrow during live grammar, which is at the afternoon, which is around 1:15ish, we are going to start working on our spelling bee because the spelling bee is in January. So we're going to have a host a live spelling bee. And if you're an at-home learner and you're interested in being part of the spelling bee, then join. If you're at school tomorrow, well, you're just going to have to do it because that's what we're doing. So there's no live grammar tomorrow. Instead, we will have a live spelling bee, but your grammar is due on Thursday at 8 a.m. Are there any questions currently? Mark, your hand is up.
How is the spelling bee going to work?
So the spelling bee is going to be, we're going to do.
I know how you get into it, but how is like let's say I don't know, Ava and Lillian get into the spelling bee. How would that work? Which I know it isn't because it's one boy.
Mr. Todd and I have not totally discussed about if we're on yellow programming, because if we're on yellow and like the bee is on a Thursday, so if a Wednesday person is here like gets into the spelling bee, but we're on yellow and it's on a Thursday, their parent would probably have to bring it. If a fully virtual student it represents our class, then they physically have to come to school. So if you're a fully virtual student and you know your parent won't let you come to school for the 2 hours of the spelling bee, then you would not be allowed to be a part of it. So you can be you can be actual when we're practicing to see who's going to represent our class. You can obviously that's fine over the computer, but for the actual day of the spelling bee on the 14th, you have to be here in person. So it's something to talk to your parent about. Because the actual bee, when it's all the third graders, the 6th third graders, the 6th fourth graders, the 6th fifth graders, the 6th sixth graders, you have to be here in person for the spelling bee on the 14th.
And isn't it one boy and one girl?
No, it's just who's ever coincidentally does it.
I thought that's how it was, but now thinking about it, no, because I remember in 4th grade it was no, it wasn't Presley. It was I can't think of it, but I know it. Yeah.
Evan.
But, thank you.
I have two things to ask, but can we do just kind of like a spelling bee here?
We are doing a spelling bee, Evan. You haven't been here. You'll find out tomorrow. Okay. What we do is everyone gets a turn to spell a word, and we spell and spell and spell until everyone gets out, and the last 3 people get points, and we do as many as we can until the paper is due. Okay.
And then other question. Oh wait, I forgot the other.
Okay. Anyways, grammar is officially over, so you are free to work on grammar. I am going to send out another link in just a minute for the read aloud, so you can work on your grammar or you can join my read aloud. Thank you for joining. Right, tomorrow, no live grammar. Instead, it'll be a live spelling bee. Okay. So, people in class. Hold on one second. Let me